The question is a good one. Why would we start a program in London? We thought hard about it, but it's easy to forget all of the eagerness and the desire to make a change that kept inspiring us. I think all of us who worked on the program felt very much taken with the idea that we can make a change in individual lives, but also one for the university. It's obvious to me that people I've known who have gone abroad have seen it as a decisive moment in their development, in their understanding, and their understanding of themselves. So part of it is that sense of making an individual change. I realized that when we all started working on this, it didn't occur to us that the world was changing, not just the university, not just our plans for the program, that we were making this program very ironically at a moment when the world was getting more nationalist and borders were hardening. People were suspicious of one another. People were staying within their own national borders. And what that means to me is that the program, which we knew would be meaningful, is even more meaningful than we anticipated. Because now it feels very urgent that at a time of often poisonous nationalism, we feel we're making a gesture in the direction of global life. The other question is why, if you're going to move out of national borders and you're trying so hard to make something global happen, why do you choose London? Part of it for me is that I've learned that London is one city among many, but it's also very particular, very distinctive, and very special. I spent a fair amount of time not only living in London, but trying to understand what's happening to London. It's become the most diverse city in the world. It's a city that succeeds in its global diversity. More and more people are wondering, what is it that lets London be a place that's important to its citizens? In the years I've been coming to London, I've noticed a change. People, perhaps 15 years ago, would get burnt out by the city. Often they talked about leaving, going to the continent, going to the United States. And now what I keep finding is that almost everybody I know speaks of their love of London. I think it has something to do with the fact that people are conscious that they're working out an example of how others around the planet might live, that it might be possible for an English city to have a Muslim mayor very happily. It might be possible for 40% of the people in the city to have been born elsewhere and then moved to London. It might be possible to be in a crowded city but still respect one another and keep space between ourselves and to maintain decency among ourselves. And in all those ways, London seems particularly worth exploring. I'm always saying, and I think you've heard me say this, that you come here in order to learn and to know, but you also come here in order to experience. And I think it's that combination that London can offer. It's a place to know, but it's also a place to experience. One question is what impact the program will have on individuals in it. And I believe that for most students who spend time here in London, it will leave good, lasting marks on their character. But there's another question, and that's what students can give to London. I think people are less aware of that than they should be. That by being here, by being high-spirited and committed, by being civil and decent, all of us are carrying on a possible image of the United States that we think it's important for people around the world to have, especially at a time when people have worries about American destiny. So one issue for me in thinking about the future of the program is thinking about the future of all the people who participate in the program, how they'll come back, how they'll remember it, how they'll contribute to global understanding. I think it will be a great thing for the University of Virginia and Regents University to do more work in collaboration. We're already starting here this fall, but I think there's an opportunity for this place, in this London, to become an inspiration to the entire university, so that there will be more and more of a global orientation to our very rooted Jeffersonian university.
I'm Brinsley Eriksen. I'm Rita Shoukry. I'm an international relations major.
And I'm a biology major. I came to London because I really wanted to experience a new culture. I have been in multiple cities. I've lived in multiple cities in the US, and so I wanted to see how that differs from the US and London.
It was really different from what I was doing before. I come from an area that's not very diverse, and it's in sort of the middle of Texas, so I really wanted to expand my own view of the world, and also it's really applicable to my major. I'm expecting to take from this experience a greater understanding of people in the world, because London is so diverse. You're not just getting a piece of British culture, you're getting a piece of pretty much every culture that exists.
I expect to take from London a new perspective just on how people live across the world. I expect to travel a lot while I'm here, also outside of the United Kingdom, and so I really want to experience all these different cultures and take them back with me.
Hi, my name is Leffler, and I'm currently undecided but leaning towards a psychology major. Well, I think I'm already meeting people, I'm already branching out, and I'm learning about different cultures, and that's pretty exciting. I think it's going to be a great experience. So far, it's been pretty great. I've gotten lost a couple times in Regent's Park. I've got to be honest here, because you just get swept up in all of it, since it's so beautiful here. So you have to really acclimate to the time zone, get used to the environment, and relax, take a break, go out, have fun.
Good.
Hey guys, I'm Catalina. I'm a political science major. I really enjoy the fact that it's in a park. It's very refreshing growing up in the city to be surrounded by so many trees and so much nature and beautiful flowers. I am really excited to go to Paris. I've had one previous encounter with France just recently, but Paris is the place I would really like to go to. I'm a soccer fan, a football fan, sorry. So I would like to go see maybe a game at the Manchester United Arena.
Hi, my name is Irungu, and I'm majoring in global public health, and I'm a student here at Regent's University, participating in the UVA London First program. Fair experience so far. We just went to Oxford last weekend. That was beautiful. The Oxford campus, the actual college is great. But number one experience so far, probably the King Lear performance at the Globe Theatre. That was really great. I really had a good time there, experiencing it. Even when it rained in the yard, you still got that, like, I feel like if it hadn't rained, we wouldn't have gotten that full experience. You needed the rain to actually feel, like you were in that era of Shakespeare. So I thought I had a really good time watching it. London, first thing you do, obviously take a deep breath, relax. You're in London, kind of soak it in, enjoy yourself. Second thing you do, if you're hungry, easily you stop by chicken. You need to go to Baker Street, right off Baker Street, right in front of the tube station. It's a place called Chicken. It's the #1 place in London, easily. Go get yourself the chicken wings. Get 6 chicken wings if you're by yourself. But if you want to be friendly, if you're a person, get the 18 chicken wing bucket. It's the best thing you've ever had in your life, guaranteed. And you can have it. It's obviously broadened my mind in seeing this beautiful, diverse city. I've gotten a better understanding of accepting, new people, even if that language barrier is there. I mean, especially at Regent's University, there's so many people from so many different backgrounds. Sometimes it's difficult speaking to them, because they don't speak English the best, but neither do I. But I've kind of grasped a way that I think I can communicate with people better, not just verbally, but also non-verbally. I think that this has been such a great experience to just broaden my aspect of the whole world. So this has been really great.